Hello everyone, this is Jay from Pro Gaming TCG, and today we are back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends gameplay. Now, we do have a couple cards to go over before getting into the gameplay here that have been revealed from Clockwork City. Now, Clockwork City should come out either today or tomorrow. I forget the exact date that it is coming out, but here we go. Anyway, so the first one was revealed 2 days ago, and it is called Hallowed Death Priest. It is a 5 Magicka card, has 3 attack and 5 defense, which its ability is a summon ability. I tend to like summon abilities quite a bit. It is transform the highest cost creature in your opponent's hand into a shriveled mummy. Now, unfortunately, we do not know how much a shriveled mummy is, but this could provide very, very, very good techs for like Slay Scout decks, Battle Mage decks, aggro decks. Even if you are playing a control deck, this could be a very good tech into the deck. Mostly because you're thinking, if you're late into the game and you played Hallowed Death Priest, you know that your opponent's probably going to have a strong card that they are planning on sweeping the game with. This is a card that could turn around games very easily because you are forcing them to turn one of their strongest cards in their deck into a Shriveled Mummy if you play this at the right time. Now, if you play it at a bad time, then I'm going to say it's not going to be as good. But it has the potential to be very good and it has the potential to be very bad. It's kind of a 50-50 chance there. Well, probably not a 50-50 chance. It depends on how many strong cards your opponent's playing in his or her deck. So, the next one is Reverberating Strike. It is an action card, one of the few action cards that have been revealed, and one of the few action cards I have actually gone over. It is a 3 Magicka action. So, it states, deal 3 damage to a creature and all enemy creatures with the same name. Now, this is really cool because you have Lightning Bolt and you have Crushing Blow, but Reverberating Strike, you even have Firebolt. But Reverberating Strike is something that, if you're watching the video right now, is something that maybe could help against these types of decks. These massive decks that like to flood the field with large amounts of the same creature, like Imperial Grunts or you know animal decks that flood the field. You know it it's very easy. Now it can't attack the face like Crushing Blow or Lightning Bolt can, but it is much better board control, especially against attacking like token decks that I've kind of been that I kind of said a second ago. It allows you to basically consistently Crushing Blow all of your opponent's creatures. So it's definitely good for control type decks. It's definitely good for even aggro type decks. So I really like this card. I think this card will be used in plenty of decks. It's not a very situational card where it can only be used in certain types of decks. I think it is very good and one of probably the better cards to come out of the Clockwork City set. Now, that is all I have for Clockwork City here. Let's get into the game. This is kind of exactly where the game starts to get interesting when my opponent plays Markeith Bannerman. And Markeith Bannerman is quite the powerful card. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to play my Daggers in the Dark here. Play my Hive. I believe I play my Hive Defense. Nope. I'm kind of just thinking through. I have one of my legendary cards in my hand, and I have Hive Defender in my hand as well. So I go ahead and play him, and he's going to get that Corsair ship adjustment plus he's going to get more attack. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to take out the guard, and then I am going to hit for 1. Now neither of us has done. He hasn't done any damage to me at this point, and I have done very little damage to him at this point. So we are both in a situation that the game is not won yet, and it is something kind of like this game could go either way at this point, especially with Markeith Battleman and its ability to basically just produce massive amounts of zero cost Nord Firebrands. Because every time it attacks, you get 2 Nord Firebrands into your hand, allowing you basically to, after your Markeith has attacked, you basically get two more attacks, which is fairly annoying because it allows him to basically get one damage on me, putting me at 30 health, and allows him to get a damage uh, onto my creature there, my Imperial. Now I have a couple options in my hand right now. I actually have seven Magicka. Are we at seven? Yeah, we're at seven Magicka now. So I'm going to go ahead and play my Legionary, and it's going to get the Corsair and the adjustment on my other card. Now I'm also going to Dark Rebirth my one, so I can get two more Imperial Grunts, and so it can get the Corsair ship adjustment. So I've got one Imperial Grunt due to my Legionnaire's ability because of Dark Rebirth. Now I go ahead and I end my turn. Uh, Unfortunately, I did not want to attack the 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 guard. Now he is going to go ahead and attack my face there, and I'm going to get Jarl Brynjolf. A lot of people don't like Jarl Brynjolf, but I actually tend to. I think it's a fun little card, especially to play in this deck, where I am trying to flood the field with massive amounts of creatures, and if he does not have the ability to really get them off of the field, then I kind of win the game. So it's a nice little addition to the deck that gives me another win condition other than just attacking the face. So next we draw into execute, which is very nice because now we are able to execute the guard off of the field, and we are able to get that Markov Bannerman out of our hair. And we are just now going to go ahead and play that and Scouting Patrol. I forget what that card. Oh, right. Every time a support is activated, it gets a +1, +0. So it is actually pretty good. So with that, we have now gotten basically we have three in each lane with a Nord Firebrand, and we have Jarl Brynjolf in our hand, which plays two cards other than himself. So basically, if he uh, destroys one of my Imperial Grunts with his Nord Firebrands, then we are good because then we would have enough to basically get this game good. But for some reason, he gets a freaking dwarven armor on one of his Nords, and it becomes a very, very tough game from here on out. Now, I am going to basically get that off of the field, and then I think about playing Jarl Brynjolf, but I go ahead and I don't reveal that I have Jarl Brynjolf in my hand, and I go ahead and I fill an entire lane with Imperial Grunts, which is going to basically get steel daggers all the way around. And then I'm going to end my turn. I end my turn and I don't attack his face because he is at 22. I mean, not 22, 27. He's at 27 health. He goes to play. He plays Iron Scale Dragon and gets Tome of Alteration on it, making it a 9/9. That's going to be pretty hard to get off of the field. So I don't really have too many options here. I gain Camelorn Sentinel in my hand, and I'm like, okay. We have Camelorn Sentinel now, and we have plenty of damage out on the field. We actually have a total of, let's see, 14 damage out on the field. Definitely not enough to take him out in one turn, but that's all right. Now, I actually misplay my Jarl Brynjolf here because, well, I was thinking that playing him, I would be able to sacrifice some of my Imperial Grunts to get the cards that he plays down. Unfortunately, that's not true at all. You do not get that, and I did not know that, and that is a very novice mistake of me. But I decided to go ahead and start breaking some runes, mostly because he only has one creature that's going to be able to attack next turn, and I know exactly what it's going to attack. Except he goes ahead and he casts out my Jarl Brynjolf for some reason, and I don't understand why, because he would have been able to kill it next turn, so it really wouldn't have done much for him at that point. So I go ahead and I play my Sentinel, basically saving my other attackers for the turn, because Sentinel is going to be able to uh, guard against that dragon there. the 9/9 dragon. It's gonna fall, but it will save my face, and it will save the other cards on the field, allowing me to be prepared for his next turn. I don't know if he has any guards in his hand. I provided him with a pretty much all of his runes, 3 of his runes to be exact, to end this game with, but he is going to go ahead and play a couple cards here. He goes ahead and he plays actually just one card, one big card, and he goes ahead and equips that with an item, which unfortunately does him no good at all. So he's going to attack my guard, which is exactly what I wanted him to do, and then I believe he ends his turn after this. Oh, no, he does not end his turn after this. He goes to play and plays Rahadi Horseman, and that is pretty much going to be it for him. I draw into Camlorn Hero, and I am going to go ahead and start attacking him with what I have here, because I did have enough damage to end him off of the damage that I had on the field. So he doesn't get anything off of his last rune break, and that is going to be the game for him, guys. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, definitely go ahead and leave a like on it. It helps the channel out a lot. And if you are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Anyways, guys, my name is Jay from Bro Gaming. I'll remind you all to always keep on battling and pursue your dreams. Thanks for watching.